And welcome back. I'm here with Amy Herman, the owner of Vintage Charlotte, and they're getting ready to put on their summer market. Amy, thanks for coming in, joining us this morning. Good to have you in. You know, this is an event that could be perfect, especially the way the weather's been in case if it does rain on Saturday. Either way, it's an indoor event. You can go there and get your hands on some really cool stuff. You know, what do folks need to know heading out there Saturday?
The event is Saturday at the Fillmore. It's from 11 to 6, but they can get in an hour early at 10 for $5. That's the early bird special. It's a great event. We have 58 vendors. They're all handmade and vintage. Everyone brings something very unique. They're all very different from one another.
Yeah, and this table kind of giving you a good idea of what you could see there. And you said there's a couple of neat things in particular that were handmade that you brought in.
Yeah, I brought in some jewelry, which I'm also wearing a piece. This is by a local designer. Her name is Katie, and her business name is Bly Design. These images that were hand-drawn of local businesses in Charlotte are done by Studio Cultivate,
nice.
Both handmade local vendors that are going to be there, as well as examples of all sorts of vintage items that will be on sale the day of, too.
And this is your third year putting on the summer market.
Correct.
How's the response?
The response has been great. Every year it gets bigger and better. The vending spaces are very competitive. We have about 2,000 plus visitors in the day, so it's a very busy event.
And you actually said you came down here from Chicago, and there was a little bit of a void here for something like this. Talk to me about that. What kind of gave you the idea to start up Vintage Charlotte?
Yeah, basically I was a vendor in events like this in Chicago, and when I moved to Charlotte, I found that there really wasn't anything like this to participate in, so I decided to start it myself, and I think that my vendors agree that there was a void. It's been really successful.
Yeah, that's great. You know, this is kind of cool here. Do you know how much something like this would run, say, in market? And you said this is obviously a luggage piece from, you said, maybe the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I would say that that would run anywhere between $20 and $30, just depending on condition and rarity of the piece.
Yeah, and in everything from luggage, you have matchboxes there. What are the most popular? I mean, is it hard to say, or is there something that a lot of people show up trying to get their hands on?
I think there's a lot of people who collect the vintage cameras. Maps are really big. Vintage glassware. There's a lot of different types of collectibles. Milk glass is really popular right now, especially with wedding season.
Yeah.
There's just a huge variety.
And again, this will be the third annual summer market, and it's indoors. It's at the Fillmore.
Correct.
How did you guys pick that venue? Is that where it's been before, or?
It has. This will be the second time the summer market has been at the Fillmore.
And doors open at 10 a.m., you said?
Yep, and doors open at 10 for $5, and then it is free at 11.
Great. So yeah, kind of that $5 if you're interested on getting in there, getting your hands on maybe what you perceive to be the best stuff. $5 at the door, and you can get in an hour earlier than the crowd, which is free admission at 11 o'clock, so not too bad. I want to thank you so much for coming in and also sharing some of these really cool vintage pieces here. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about heading out there. So again, Amy, appreciate you coming in. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to turn things over to traffic. Sammy